Watch your footing. Looks like the power's out in this section.
If I could save time in a bottom, the first thing that I'd like to do is to save every day till eternity passes away, just to spend them with you. If I could make days last forever, if words could make wishes come true, I'd save every day like a treasure, and then again I'd spend them with you. But there never seems to be enough time to do the things you wanna do once you find them. I've looked around enough to know that you're the one I wanna go through time with. If I had a box just for wishes and dreams that had never come true, the box would be empty except for the memory of how they were answered by you. But there never seems to be enough time to do the things you wanna do once you find them. I've looked around enough to know that you're the one I wanna go through time with.
Thermal engine fueled. Primed. Instead, command accepted.
What's up, Wasteland? It is I, your ruler. And if you're wondering why we're here again, as I was loading this, I accidentally hit square instead of X and deleted the save I made. So now we get to live out the final measure of this quest again. Also, I have loaded yet another new mod. Yesterday's mod was barely noticeable, but there was one moment with that suspicious scavenger that we saw, who I didn't know. That was part of a mod that adds traveling NPCs. This new mod's a little more noticeable, I hope. Look at him. Barbecued. I still can't think of a dish that involves fire. What's it called with the burning cherries and all that? Optional assesses condition. I didn't realize that was optional. Au revoir to the elevator. He can stay there. Mwahahaha. Bye bye. I'm not assessing that. Come on, Rugyard. Good, Rugyard. It's just me and you now, buddy. We'll go tell his friends back at the police station that it was a terrible accident and that it was all the synths. We don't need his help for this. All we need is my trusty, where is it? Combat rifle, laser rifle, there we go. Laser weaponry generally works against these fuckers. Wait, I can pacify you?
Stop right there.
Command. Attack.
Kill.
I do believe my pacification has failed. Oh, whatever, this is easy. No, you don't. You have it. Where is he? We can hear him, but we can't see him. I think he's still down there. Good for him. Take me some of that. Let's go, everybody. Oh, you're alive. I would have come to check on you, but I just thought it was too critical to complete the mission. That's why I burned you alive in the first place. Hey, Rugyard. We really need to make you into a better robot. Maybe a cuter one. You don't look like you've earned the name Rugyard. So, this is awkward, isn't it? I child grilled him and didn't even have the goddamn courtesy to see if he was alive. Apparently I'm on air. I'm just gonna check that. Who cares? No one watches. It's just me, all on my own. What's that song? On my own. Oh, there you go. There's the mod. You may have noticed the changes that are added. Like that. That's definitely new. Oh,
Damn.
right, you.
Well, that could have gone smoother, but we should have
I disagree. Smoother?
Smoother? I thought we did fine.
Exactly.
Sweep was sloppy. We were
Why was that worthy of that?
unacceptable. However, your extra gun gave us the edge we needed. I'm not certain I could have accomplished the mission alone.
You couldn't have. That's it? Huh?
I suppose that's it then.
Not
Oh, yeah.
necessarily. That being said, I believe we have two important matters to discuss. First and
Yeah.
foremost, if you'll hand me the deep-range transmitter, I'd like to compensate you for your assistance during this operation.
Okay, we've heard this conversation. We know how it goes. Thank you.
A
Not
rifle?
enough. Come on.
Uh-huh.
Now, we had a lot
He just goes,
of
uh-huh.
there's no-
Mhm.
The way I see it,
He's completely uninvested in this whole conversation. I accept.
Be on.
I think that's what I did last time.
meet me back at the
Congratulations all around, especially you, Rugyard. At this rate, I'll have you promoted to Elder. I don't have any Rad-X. I do have my trusty battle axe, so... Return to the Cambridge police station. Okay, after I visit whatever this thing is up ahead on the map. Oh. The greenery really is noticeable. Alright, the music. I was gonna say, it's weirdly quiet today. Oh, what's this? The Nuka-Cola family radio. Okay. Nope, nope. Bad touch, or bad sound. Hold on.
Is someone present?
Oh, they want vengeance. You killed these poor nobodies, who I will surely eat. Because I just remember I'm a cannibal. Like I give it in. Did I just hit Rugyard? No, you've made me hit Rugyard. The hell was that perk that I just triggered? I'm doing things I didn't know I could do. I call this learning. Yes, I take your cage armor. And I eat you. I eat you, woman! I think my arm is too overpowered, so I might have Rugyard carry. Okay, hold on, Rugyard. We need to figure out who those people are. Please take all of my stuff. It'd also be suspicious if I was just wearing that, because, well, how would I have gotten a BOS officer uniform, so... Let's hope Dan's didn't notice I was wearing that. Oh! Forgot I had this. I'm sure I'll find use for it yet. I intentionally avoided giving myself a mini nuke, but then the world said he deserves it. And where'd these people go? Okay, it was one person. My mistake. Hello there, Fred O'Connell. Huh?
Sorry.
There's a
don't
person
have
behind
anything
you.
to sell. I'm on my way to Vault 81 to restock. Maybe you can find what you need there.
Okay. Full 81.
Move along.
How dare you? Rugyard?
Affirmative.
Go
Inspect.
check that out.
Sure, I wanted you to kill him, but sure. Fuck it, I'll do it myself. Just hack him to pieces. And then I eat him. Oh, I don't have the critical save perk. Oh! I just noticed that my leveling may have fixed itself. Oh, it has! Great, if I ever get enough XP, I'll level up.
Engaging.
Just gonna munch on that. Num 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 num. Very good.
Someone help!
Die, Fred.
Eliminated.
No one says they have nothing to sell me. I eat you too. Nom 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 nom. Oh gosh, why does he have to belch? I'm weirdly enough not at all revolted by the cumin eating and just the belching. Oh, I know where I am. Bonjour. Hold on, wait. Ni hao ma. Supervisor Green, ni hao. Ni hao ma.
Ready to begin your fabulous shopping spree?
What? What's for sale?
If you act now, you can choose from one of these fabulous prizes. All the arms and ammunition you can get your hands on, plus medical supplies and general goods. It's a bonanza!
Okay, sure. Yeah.
Sound like a game show host.
That's the correct answer. Well done. Ladies and gentlemen,
Ooh, I
can
won
you tell
something.
the lucky contestant what fabulous prize he's won?
Sure. You're broken, yes.
You've got a serious malfunction, robot.
Ha ha!
Hey, that's not how we pronounce robots. We pronounce them robots.
Let's take a look at your
Mr. Robot.
prize.
What? Oh, we're going somewhere. Gee, it's
a brand new car.
I think brand new may be overselling it.
Now, if you've already got the latest in sleek, stylish, atomic-powered automation, you can also take your winnings in the form of a cash prize. How does 100 caps sound?
I've got
More.
an idea. Let's make a deal.
Let's make a deal.
150 caps.
What's that from? More.
But can you do a little better?
More.
You're really looking to push your luck, aren't you?
Sure am.
All right, 200 caps it is. I should warn you, asking for more could lead to disqualification. So you might want to stop right there.
No. I double down.
A new car is worth more than
God. He phones it in. He's phoning it in more than I am.
300 caps is the best I can do. It's all yours. Well, it's been a real pleasure.
Okay, thank you. We have things to do. And quite frankly, this just isn't going my way. Oh, robot parts. To the police station. We must do Semper something or other. Oh look, it's the tube zone. Full of skeletons and... Ooh. Will I get the elusive cake? No. Piece of crap. What's behind door number 1? Fuck all. What about door number 2? Still nothing. Door number 3. Oh, fuck's sake. Door number 4. Door number 5. Oh, fuck you. 5 suspicious tubes and nothing in them besides a corpse with a possessed hand. It's a damn shame this world is so dead. Well, it was dead. Yesterday it was dead, now it's all rather lively, isn't it? Nom 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 nom. I'm not even in because I have to. I just willingly choose to eat the crap out of them. Then again, I could play on survival difficulty and I'd be set for life. Listen to this music. It sounds like whimsical spookiness. You know, it's like if Disney made a weird... I don't know. It's really Disney though. Which makes no sense because I'm insane. Ooh, a shotgun shell set. Great, now I have to open the YouTube thing to read comments. Fun. YouTube.com. Cambridge Police Station. My channel, please. Oh god, it's glitching out. Where do I use the desktop website? It always breaks. Oh god, they send more comments.
You alive and well, sir.
They send more comments and now I've got to read them.
Finally.
Great, just great.
Nice work, sir.
I didn't do it alone. Halen?
Kill the Brotherhood Boy Scouts with hard-earned should-be Enclave weapons.
Good, you're back.
I agree.
Halen? Reese?
Oh fuck it, I can get the institute another way. Hold on, I have just the weapon. For the glory of America. And on 3, 2, 1. Oh yeah, that was surprisingly little damage. I did say I was gonna betray them. Oh no, shit. How is he taking this so well? Oh god, I forgot I didn't get those perks. Okay, new plan. Big ass laser weaponry! Go Rugyard, go! Why is this thing firing so... Rugyard, get out of the way! Why is this thing firing so slowly? It's meant to be a Gatling laser. Yes, I'm aware. Thank you, game, for being completely asinine. It's a shame the Enclave isn't in this one, actually. I kinda miss them. Particularly John Henry Eden. I did like him. Oh, eating up. Eating up is good. Eating up is very good. Oh, hello, that actually restored quite a lot of health. Now, about this precocious young scamp. Come on, have at thee. I just realised that by doing this I have to basically take the railroad or the Minutemen to get where I want. Oh. Behold the plot twist. Okay, let's just undo that. I will kill him. I have all that planned out. But for the time being, he serves a purpose. Oh shit, let's just block that, right. Oh, whatever. Autosave. Commonwealth, but that's not the right character. Alright, because I'm looking at the wrong character. Doi. There we go. Undo. Control-Alt-Delete. That was a very bad idea. Why was my Gatling gun so slow? That is the question. That is the very good, very, very good question. Anyway, I just realised that if I really want to hurt the Brotherhood, I need to help them. Because then I can get their big airship and sink it. Dance!
Good, you're back. Halen, Reese, it's time to welcome our newest recruit.
Oh, I'm a recruit now? I thought I just sort of got automatically put up to top position.
I think he has the potential of becoming one of the best.
Oh, you've really misplaced your faith.
For the spiffy uniforms.
Oh yeah? Here I thought you joined up for a sense of purpose and meaning.
No!
You decided to stay, huh? I expected you to take your payment and run.
Well, that's no fun. Yes.
I don't have to prove anything to you.
Dick measuring contest.
You need to prove that you weren't going to put a round in my back the minute I turn around.
Oh, I'm never going to prove that. I'm going to prove you right, buddy.
To work together. And you need to understand what it means to be a part of the Brotherhood. We're not
to be a xenophobic zealot hoarding technology?
We've dedicated our lives
Yeah,
to
that sounds kind of boring.
If you intend to stay
I mean, if it's a different Fallout game, I'd be more interested, but I've got a faction that gives me classical music. You guys ain't got nothing. I hate following rules. I'm a tough guy. That's why I swapped all my badass armor for this, with what appears to be part of a car on it. You won't get in either, buddy. I will lie to you, and I will just say terrible things to you all the time.
Before I release you to Halen and Reese for your assignments.
What?
There's
What
one
assignments?
last order of business. From this moment
Is there...
forward, I'm granting you the rank of Initiate. This is only a training rank. I'm not permitted to grant ranks any higher than that.
Low
I hate
rank.
being the lowest rung on the totem pole.
Everyone starts out as an Initiate. It's not meant as a
No,
sign of disrespect or
that is
ability.
false.
Ad Victoriam, Initiate.
He doesn't
In
even know
Fallout
what
New
that
Vegas,
means.
my character skips straight through to Paladin.
To victory. In our eyes.
So,
defeat
you
is
lie.
Unacceptable.
And I'm pretty sure in Fallout 3 we got the honorary rank of Knight pretty quickly, so I say you lie.
Remember that. Now, I need you to report to Halen or Reese for your next assignment.
Got it. Go continue the main story until the airship arrives. Okay, back on with our adventure. Demon City. I suppose I'm gonna have to... I wonder if I can just go straight to Fort Hagen and find him. No, because I'll miss so much of the story beats where I can screw people over. Not to mention the game genuinely won't let me go there. Scripting prevents it. Actually, I think canonically Kellogg's still in Dover City at this exact point. Either that or he's just left. Load times are a bitch. You know, as much as I'm excited for Fallout 76, I'm kind of unhappy that they aren't remastering Fallout 3. It's so easy to screw people over in that game. I mean, within an hour you can blow up an entire city. So I'm going this way. Hallelujah! Hallelujah! And so our intrepid hero set off to save his son. Yes, we're different. We're not using princesses. Fraternal Post 115. Hello? If I recall correctly, I know exactly what this building is. It's MIT. Oh, wait, no. They weren't allowed to use the name. CIT. Yep. CIT Rotunda. Rotunda? Rotunda? Still don't know how to pronounce that word. Decade on from when it was used in Fallout 3, still can't figure it out. I know who hides here. Oh, hello. Okay, Rugyard, I want my stuff back.
Hey.
That. No. Yes. Oh shit, I just took too much stuff. Here, take that, and that, and that. I'm still overweight. Right. That. Why am I carrying that? Alright, because I'm trying to sell it, because I'm poor. I'm a poor person. You know, I really don't think it's right for me to be carrying this around. There's no knowing what I would do to it at all. And now I need to open up the YouTube website again, because I like to do a community engagement. I don't have the charisma of anybody, so I need to work on community engagement as my only source of anything. I feed off my community for my own humour. I'm like a comedy vampire, just leeching off of out of the people who were misguided enough to think I'm funny. I mean, my humour's a bit too macabre half the time, isn't it? Oh, you think? Perhaps it is I, a battle-axe McFuckface. I'm not wearing any clothes, am I? No, I am not. That's delightful, isn't it? God, this is so irritating. It's like, what did I just... Oh. That's not mine? No, I stole that from someone else. Fallout New Vegas did have the best story. No Enclave, unfortunately, but I guess from canonically speaking they shouldn't have been there anyway. But yes, definitely best story in place. Oh, I miss the Legion. I miss the Legion so much. If I ever find a way to stream Fallout New Vegas, you bet I'm going to. That is the best Fallout game. I just got rewarded for doing nothing. Okay, it had probably one of my favourite weapons, the All-American. Very good. I could talk about Fallout New Vegas for the next 5 weeks. I've played through it many times. Almost makes me feel bad that this was the first Fallout I played. I mean, I retroactively played 1, 2, 3, 4 and New Vegas, but this is 4. I'm bleeding to death again. Quick, eat. We're really going at it in terms of being just utterly awful at the game, aren't we? You I can eat. Of course, like all good things, we need to season you. And now I'm eating nothing. Oh, that's right! The Enclave remnants! Forgot about them. I don't know how. Ganon was one of my favourite protagonists. Completely forgot about them. They were good. Yes, I'm aware my health is low. Thank you for teaching me. God. Put all the bullets to your face. Oh, turns out once you get past the power armor, they're real easy to kill. No, no! Don't let them sink! I can't eat them underwater! Wait, can I? Oh, shit. Oh, shit, I'm eating them under the ocean. That's beyond strange, even for me. Where'd their body go? Give me that stim pack. I just took something else. What did I take? Ooh, the NCR! That's why I really want another Fallout on the West Coast. I want to see where the NCR goes from here. You know, they were probably my second favourite faction to the Legion. I liked the Legion, the whole Roman aesthetic was good. Yes, NCR. Then again, I did really like Mr. House. And Yes Man. Yes Man was funny. His can-do attitude, even though you basically use and abuse him, and all the glitz and glamour of Vegas. Vegas was, even considering the fact they had to shrink it down exponentially to fit it onto consoles, it was still a majesty to behold. Absolute majesty. Considering the fact it's on the Gamebryo engine where nothing looked relatively great, but still pretty good. Oh. Hey, that's racist to super mutants. That's mutanism. I don't know. Mutationism? I mean, sure, they're horrible abominations of science, but you don't say that. Die. Please die. I cheated my way to omnipotence, can still die. Can eat you. Does this class cannibalism? It's debatable. On the one hand, yes, they were human. On the other hand, they themselves say they are not human, so maybe it's not cannibalism? Oh, what was his name? Marcus? No. Jacob. No, Jacob was the man he was with. The one in, the ski lodge. He was good. I saw him in Fallout 2. I liked him. And I like, Cass. Cass was very good. Cass was a good companion. Get out of the way, Rudyard. Whoop. And the music. The music in Fallout New Vegas is the best, hands down. With hits like Ain't That a Kick in the Head and Blue Moon and Big Iron, which I recently found out was covered by Johnny Cash. Just one of our random pieces of trivia of the day. Hey there, buddy.
Not afraid of mutants, huh?
No.
You're that kind of guy.
Ooh, House was your first ending. He was actually my most recent. The Kings! Oh my god, the Kings! Oh, I love the Kings. They were good. To the rain, can I say, no Fallout has a city of its scale, and New Vegas, depending on the end, it might become the best city. Yes. Fallout has never seen, or may ever see again, something like New Vegas. And not from the game perspective, but from the city itself. It was... I mean, look at this place. This is a ballpark turned into a small series of shacks. It was glitz, it was glamour. It had the comedy club. I did like the comedy guy. It had the White Glove Society with their secret path that had so many ways to end that story. To the point where it's actually 2 quests. It's a quest line and it has so many endings. You can either side with them, side against them, fake meat, real meat, hunt a person, sacrifice one of your companions. That was great. There are certain situations where you can sacrifice your companions. That is something I could not foresee this game would ever do. And I know it doesn't, because I played through it so many times. There are times where I wish I could sacrifice you, though that's mainly just to spite your obnoxious sister. Wait, how do I open this up again? Oh, I meant to be in conversing with you. Forget what I was meant. Sure, I guess. I mean, I need to advance the plot somehow. What else did I love in New Vegas? Oh, Old World Blues, favorite Fallout DLC of all time for me. Lonesome Road was great, and I love the story, but all the obscure sci-fi references and really over-the-top dumbness of it all sometimes is ridiculous.
Or are you gonna be the one talking to crazy Myrna about losing out on all the supply?
Jeez, all right.
I don't know why people loved Piper so much. I always thought she was sort of Wonder Bread. I mean, Kate had an interesting story and a more dry-wit personality. Everyone else sort of had more personality than Piper. She was sort of the Wonder Bread protagonist. I don't take orders.
From you.
Whoa,
I've completely lost track of what I'm doing. I've gone into a Fallout New Vegas nostalgia trip. Which is weird, because I'm actually old enough to have nostalgia for that time. So it was like, 2010 would make me 9? Yes. Yes.
The level of dishonesty in that paper of yours. I'll have that printer scrapped for parts.
Please do. It'll crush her spirit.
Tyrant Mayor shuts down the press.
Tyrant Mayor, I don't think he's very tyrannical, is he? I don't remember. What? I hate newspapers.
Newspapers just like to stir up trouble.
Oh, I didn't mean to bring you into this argument, good sir.
Look at him, he's just a slimy dude.
You look like Diamond City.
Even if you don't know the law, you don't trust this guy. He's just slimy.
Safe, happy, a fine
Oh, that's a great theme in Fallout New Vegas, I just sort of. The whole thing either plays out like this glitzy and glamorous story half the time in New Vegas, but everywhere else it's like a western. It's a tonal shift, but it's a very good one. You're full of it. I'm just angry with everybody.
He's got you there, McDonough. Guess not.
Oh, you don't get to say anything like... You don't get to make it sound like I'm siding with you. I just said I hate newspapers. Don't twist my words. Word witch. Diomond City.
Why, this is the safest place in all the Commonwealth.
I highly doubt that. You just let me in. Me. I've made it my mission to screw over anyone I meet in some way. So, yeah.
Come on now. What brought you all the way out here?
New York was flattened. Chicago on the side game is basically in a huge war. Which one was Chicago in again? Was that Tactics? Diamond City is very lackluster. Really lackluster. I don't answer to you.
Not really your business.
I never actually got around to playing Fallout Tactics. I meant to. I got them in a bundle with 1 and 2, but 1 and 2's gameplay was so bare-knuckles difficult for me, I never got around to finishing it, which I still keep thinking about doing. But I read so much of the wiki, I know a lot of it. And New York, everyone... This is what I've wondered, right? Because I keep seeing people say, will it be in New York this time? But I know what happens to it. We should all know it's basically a crater. Unless you want to live in a crater and play a game that's basically living in an inverted version of Big Mountain and the dome and all that, it's really not that interesting. So, you know, but New Vegas was just... It does show the very bad nature of it all. I mean, it does show the bad side. I'm not entirely sure if you're saying bad of the general or just the eviler side of things, which is actually kind of very grim. The game's really complex, because it all seems very upbeat and happy, but when you dig into it, it is fucking dark. Like the Omerators alone, you've got a terrorist plot, they've got prostitutes that they're keeping around using drugs. It's some grim stuff, but the game wraps it up in this extremely optimistic bow almost. It shows you how dark Fallout is, but in a very happy way. You've got very upbeat music sometimes, you've got crazy shit like Fisto. Oh god, Fisto was a trip. You know, you've got all sorts of funny, hilarious things happening, and they really contrast well with when you think about just how grim it really is. Because there's just a lot going on in Fallout New Vegas, and maybe I should find a way to hook up the PS3 to a streaming thing.
Keep calm.
That's exactly
That's not what I wanted to say. I wasn't thinking. See what you've done, Mr. The Enclave? You've taken me away from my ability to screw people over.
No, I'm Jangles, the moon monkey.
That's just what a synth would do.
I do really miss the old dialogue system, though. If I could add it back in with mods on PS4, I would.
I said we don't serve your
Oh, she thinks I'm a synth, anyway. Because you get to know what you're going to say, and while I don't hate the voice protagonist, I mean, listen to this guy. He sounds like a white dude, but look at him. He doesn't have any deep depth to his voice. He's a very wonder-bred voice. To be honest, I think they should have done different voices, but at the same time, that would have cost a fortune and taken forever to have different voices depending on race and all that. So, I don't know, maybe I could just turn his voice off and voice his lines for him. What have you got? Why am I shopping with you again? Right, because I'm completely distracted talking to a fellow Fallout fan. Curse you, the Enclave. You've completely made me lose all focus. How am I going to screw people over if you keep making me have fangasms about Fallout? New Vegas. Fallout New Vegas is so good.
Doctor says I can't drink liquor no more.
Well, what's this? I see a beggar. Here's a chance to screw someone over.
Nuka-Cola.
Oh, I can't even say fuck you. Don't tempt me to use the axe. Maybe I can make someone else do it.
Hey, who wants to look beautiful?
Do-do-do-do-do-do.
And just say yes. It's all he understands.
Shh. I'm invisible now. Wait, I have a stealth boy, don't I? I think I picked up one. Nope, I'm wrong. I do have this. Wait, why am I not eating that? That's so much better than my health. Oh, wait, is it? I don't know, what's 30% of my health? Just gonna... Insight here. Ha 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 ha. And I said let there be war, and thus there was. Oh, hello, he's missing his bottom, he's missing his lower arm already. That's right, kills it, wait, what? Right, forgot, everyone in this game is marked as essential. Yep, he just regrew his arm, and is back in his killing spree. Hey, someone will die eventually, I hope. See, that's something that really irks me, right? This game, for all, I do love the game, I really do. It's my introduction to the series, and I do deeply love it. That's why I've played fuck knows how many hours, at least 11 days on one character. But it did take away a lot of the moral choices. See, I have this odd, I sort of think I'm sort of in an odd perspective with a lot of Fallout fans, because I don't know I know a lot of people first started with this, but I retroactively played the others, and I'm looking back on it as if I played the others first, and this one actually took a lot away from the series, mainly a lot of the moral choices here. I mean, I did a whole rant on this in a GTA 5 stream, but effectively, no matter what, unless you do everything in your power to be evil, you are still a hero in this game. A very big hero. You can kill what man says. I do and don't like the build system. I like the idea of building things, but Preston annoys the hell out of me.
I didn't mean to be
and, well, while I like the building itself, I don't really like everything else around it. I don't like having to make it all nice to appease the obnoxious settlers.
Picture on milk carton time?
You know, that's really bugging me now, because I'm trying to get the, whatever it's called, trophy where you've got to get 100% happiness, and it is taking forever. I'm at 97 now. I'm really trying to get platinum on it, but I do like the building, I just don't like everything else, so I'm kind of low-key excited for the camps in Fallout 76,
Hey, I'd love to help.
because I get to build everything, but I don't have to appease NPCs and can do it all in peace, until some obnoxious teenager nukes me. That I'm worried about, but
This is your boss's
maybe
wife
that's
we're
something we
talking
can
about
talk
here.
into another stream. Oh. And if it wasn't blatantly obvious, I've actually set my color here as amber in homage to
200 caps is all
Fallout
I
New
have.
Vegas, because its default for the HUD was yellow or amber instead of green, which I like. I like the amber a lot more. The green always felt a little off-putting for me, so I really like having that.
I'll find him.
Thank you.
She's paying
It
me,
should
so
be-
naturally... Shush. Shush, woman. I'm talking. But yes, the build system itself, I think mechanically the building's good, but I think a lot of the more it's a settlement and not so much your personal home. Like, home base actually, if it wasn't so difficult to work around, isn't a bad concept. It's sort of like an evolution of playing, oh, I'll solve this for you all.
Not a sin. Don't shoot, for God's
Oh shit, I'm fleeing the city. Come on, Rudyard, we're leaving. These people don't want to accept my help. But because this is Fallout 4 and not New Vegas, they'll forget about it within 3 days, so who cares? That was something that really took away from the moral systems in this game. The characters, I know some characters in previous Fallout 3 would have done this as well, but the reputation system in Fallout New Vegas meant that each town could react to you appropriately. And if you screwed them over enough, they would turn on you forever, unless you found a way to win them back. But that was next to impossible, because they wouldn't talk to you. But, in this one, I could have murdered everyone in there, and came back 3 days later, and the one survivor, or all the children, would just run around and do their normal routines. Which makes absolutely no sense, but hey, what are you gonna do? It's sort of made me wonder why Bethesda took away from it. And I feel like they've wanted to try something different. I think a lot of the limitations came from the voice acting, because... Oh, you hope to assume Fallout 76 will have a lot of peaceful players? I do too. Yes. I completely agree with you. I want to experience the lore of the game. That one, I've never been big on reading the lore. I do watch a great channel. If you don't watch him, watch Oxhorn. He really does do great lore videos, but I do like to experience the lore and see, because I know a lot of people are upset there won't be human NPCs, but I think if they do well enough with the ambient quest, it won't really matter to me personally. I think, we'll still be able to experience a lot of the Fallout charm in a more isolated experience, because I don't want to go hunting other players. I mean, if I'm having a bad day, I might go killing people, but more often than not, I'm going to want to go explore the big places here, because in this playthrough you won't see a lot of that, because I've been through every place 20 times over. Something that comes when you've played more of this game than you have of any other in the world. But, I'm going to do a lot of exploring in it, and, I think one of the good things that will come from me exploring is that eventually I'll learn where the best place to build my own little home will be. So that'll be good. I do hope, I'm with you, I hope to assume that 76 will have peaceful players. But this is one thing that worries me, right? Because I think the one thing that will make it great for Fallout fans is if most people who play a lot of online games don't like it, which will be bad for Bethesda financially, because I played GTA Online, and I've come to the conclusion that if you give someone the option to screw over their fellow player, they will find a way. I myself have done this when I'm having a bad day, so the people will undoubtedly find their own way of screwing you over. Which means that I hope the game won't actually be a huge success. I hope that it will cater more to Fallout fans than it will, than it will the general mainstream. I don't want the Fortnite crowd or the GTA crowd to come near it. Not so much because it will dilute Fallout, but because it will make it harder to enjoy the experience if you don't have a lot of friends to back you up. Because that's something that I found that will really ruin a lot of multiplayer games. I'm a fan of Destiny, even though I really hate the way Destiny 2 went. But I miss out on a lot because I'm a solo player. I don't like to play with other people often. I usually just find a team to do a raid once and then never do it again. So Fallout 76 for me will be a very solitary experience. Maybe occasionally I'll play with a friend, but for the most part it'll just be me doing my thing, and well, hopefully there won't be people who band together and start nuking people for no reason. But I also know that if you give a man a gun, there's a good chance in a video game that he'll use it on you. So, I'm hope for peace, but I am worried. I am interested in what they're going to do with ambient questing, though, because I know that there'll probably be robot quest givers here and there, but I think ambient quests will either be proven to be a bad idea to use a lot, or they will take on a whole new form, because Fallout 4 actually has a few-ish ones. They're sort of not very interesting quests. I mean, there is the one in where you've got to polarize that power armor. That one's good. I'm mad at no NPCs from the vault at the On Mansion, to which is where Congress should be. Can you maybe rephrase the first part of that? I'm a little confused by what you've written here. I'm mad at no NPCs from the vault. That makes... I feel like there should at least be a couple of NPCs in the vault on Fallout 76. At the On Mansion, to which is where Congress should be. If you could just... I'm not trying to insult you anyway, I am just hoping if you can maybe verify that a little for me. But it's nice to hear you agree with me in, a lot of my points on Fallout 76. It's good to engage in debate with other fans of the franchise, you know what I mean? I know some people will probably think I'm a lesser fan because I started with this one. But this is probably one of my least favourites of the Fallout I've played. Oh shit, I've stumbled onto this quest by accident. Forgot this one was here, to be honest. But I'm really good. It's good to engage in debate with someone else for once. Hear other fans' thoughts. I hope that the game will have, a lot of good ambient questing, because I think ambient quests, if done right, can be very good. Really? I might need to look up Greenshire Mansion. I should point out I'm not American, so I know nothing about West Virginia. Is there an East Virginia? Greenshire Mansion. Is that in 76? I'm still very confused here. I don't know a lot about American. I know a lot of the basics, more than most people in this country, Australia. I know most people in Australia would think I know too much about America, considering I don't live there, but I still don't know a lot. So if you could just verify where that was. If it's in Fallout... If it's in Fallout 76, it should be interesting. Oh wait, I think I've just figured out what you're saying. Assuming that this is for Fallout 76 you're talking about, there's a vault, you think, in Greenshire Mansion, which is a place built for Congress, and you think there should be NPCs there. Actually, that's a pretty good idea. If there is other vaults, actually, they're great for ambient quests. They're not technically quests half the time, but they're great for it. But I do think you are right. If there's a vault built in a place that was used for Congress during the Cold War, it probably should have people in it. But they did say there will be no human NPCs, which, thinking about it, they probably could use them there. But yeah. There you go, look at that. Quad barrel missile launcher. Ba-boom! Oh, that did nothing. I'm still stuck on the ambient quest thing, right? Because I'm thinking about it, and I think if you go to an ambient quest, you've got to really rely on terminal reading. Oh, Yeah, you clearly know more about West Virginian stuff than me. I watched the trailer and I focused more on, you know, the creatures and that. I don't actually notice much about West Virginia because I've never been, and I wasn't quite clear on what West Virginia was. I know, I'm like the world's worst American. I know nothing. Don't hate me, Internet. I'm not from America. Oh. It's cool that you know this stuff, though. You really helped me. Maybe I could actually make a proper opinions video for once instead of just streaming while I say things. Ghoulish turned into a feral ghoul. Who is Ghoulish and why did he turn into a feral ghoul? Oh, hello, this gun does wonders. I should have used this thing. I think one thing that I miss from... I think one thing this game did better was it... I think gameplay-wise there were a few good advantages in this one. I mean, Fallout New Vegas had a lot going for it, but I do like the weapon system here. But at the same time I don't, because on the one hand, there is more customizability with weapons. But, and this is a big but, because there's more customizable weapons and because of the legendary weapon system, unique weapons are few and far between. I mean, back in Fallout 76 New Vegas, I can think of a bunch of, you know, good unique weapons. There was Annabelle, the rocket launcher, I like that. Don't remember what it did, all I remember is I liked it. The All-American, I'm trying to remember the others. I know there were a lot I like, I just don't remember what they were called. Am I changing subjects too much? I don't know, my mind's sort of going on my mind's firing on all cylinders right now. Oh god, this gun's useless. There comes a moment in every child's life where he realizes his gun does nothing. Oh god, did I accidentally spec myself for laser weapons? I need to check that. Oh god, I keep going back to Fallout New Vegas, but the trait system, right? In that game, you had so many options for your character. Like, here, because of the lack of a level cap, your character can be whatever you want them to be. But not in the same way. Here, in this game, right, they can be anything and everything. If you play enough, you can have every perk. Or if you're like me and can't be start putting that into a character you made for a YouTube streaming series, you can use a cheating mod and just level yourself to oblivion like I have. That's why I'm level 162 and I'm only just fine in Diamond City. So, you know, but in Fallout New Vegas, I think they hit the perfect spot with how they did that. Because you can select traits, and Wild Wasteland, I use it every time. I love it too much to say no to it. I know I've missed out on a little bit there, but it's still crazy. And, you know, it and so many other traits could really define how you play. From the beginning of the game, you could define how you played the game forever. Which was something that I think this game doesn't have. Because you don't have traits, you sort of don't really define what you do in the game until at least level 10. Until about level 10, you don't really define what your character does or is. Which is kind of weird. You know, your character's sort of a complete blank slate, but at the same time, because of the lack of deeper moral choices, he's always still heroic. It sort of takes away from it a bit. I'm swapping subjects too much, aren't I? I should rename this stream. I should just change it to Fallout discussion video. Except I'm discussing with one person, and it wasn't planned to be a discussion. And it's not a video, it's actually a live stream that's just going to show up on the channel as a video. Just ignore that. Oh, hello, it's a Robert. Au revoir. No, that's goodbye. Bonjour.
Welcome, Patriot, to Boston Common.
Oh, a patriot, am I? That is awfully presumptuous.
feast your ears.
And because I haven't done anything truly awful in about 30 seconds, burn! Okay, let's try to keep track of the story here. I need to advance the main plot so that the Brotherhood warship will show up, so let's get on with that one. But if you have any more thoughts, Mr. The Enclave, or anyone else who watches, just add to the little chat stream here. It's very interesting. I do like your Enclave intro there. That was funny. Actually, it is actually pretty funny. It's cool to see that people still remember the Enclave, because, you know, they don't have any presence here. Which, you know, I guess they're not exactly in every Fallout game. They weren't in the first one, but I feel like they sort of became a staple for a while, you know? Fallout games have to have the Enclave, but then they sort of changed it up here. Don't know why they couldn't have kept them around. I guess they sort of gave them a near-definite end. The Enclave. Oh, I miss the Enclave. I really like listening to John Henry Eden. His dialogue is funny in a way that it's so ridiculously obvious when you hear... It's so easy to listen back to when you know the thing. They do? Who in Far Harbor is with the Enclave? I don't remember the Enclave. He left it. He's a treacherous piece of stuff. He's a treacherous person, and he's a treacherous scum. We'll probably find him when I eventually get to Far Harbor. I might have to look him up. I don't remember. To be honest, it's been a while since I've actually played through Far Harbor. Oy. But, you know, I feel like the Enclave, John Henry Eden, his dialogue to me was always very good once I found out the twist, because when I first played Fallout 3, I did not know he was a robot. Spoilers for anyone who hasn't played a game from 2008. He's actually a supercomputer, and I didn't know that, so looking back on it, when I listened to it again in my later on playthroughs, it's actually kind of interesting, because he tells so many strange stories. Like how he was a boy growing up in rural Kentucky, and then when you find out he's never been a boy, or probably has never been to Kentucky, you know, it's fun to look back and realise just how obviously stereotyped he was made by his creators. He's very interesting, I'm not going to say character. Oh, oops, I've accidentally opened a YouTube video of Big Iron being done by Johnny Cash. I would say anyone want to hear it, but that'll get me copyright striked. And, well, I'm not in the mood to get into a lawsuit. I mean, it's not like I'm actually, you know, trying to really avoid copyright strikes. I do karaoke at the beginning of each video. Don't know how that happened, I just started doing it. But still... I'm deciding if I should let the stream run later, because usually it's about to hit 11 PM in where I live, and that's when I like to end the stream. But, you know, I feel like playing a little longer, simply because I've spent so long dawdling about discussing things and sharing my opinions, and hopefully not sounding like I think I'm right, because I'm always open. I don't know a lot of people who are into Fallout. I know of people, but everyone I know has never been a big fan. That's good, actually. Maybe you're right. Maybe the creators of Henry Eden did put some into them. You know, one of them was from Kentucky. Another had a dog named Sonny. Another one was really into reforming schools. It's funny to think about his dialogue, though, because it's kind of a little over the top in just how much patriotic fervor is in it. He's so, you know, very, I will make it exactly how it was, even though the whole world's been nuked. We're gonna reinstitute schools, reinstate every youth program. I did love listening to his voice, though. His voice is weirdly comforting. I can't explain it. He's just weirdly comforting to listen to. I like Three Dog, but I think radio host-wise, The best is probably Mr. New Vegas. Then, if we're gonna... I guess if we want to classify John Henry Eden with him, my next is probably John Henry Eden. And then it's probably... then it's Three Dog. Everyone loves Three Dog. And then right at the bottom is Travis. Agatha I like more than Travis. I've never liked Travis. I didn't mind his nerdy persona. I thought it was kind of funny at times. Sometimes it was a little but sometimes it was funny. But when he gets all his swagger, oh god. Oh god, I hate confident Travis. I hate him so much. He just irritates me to no end. That's why I've decided to keep the Institute alive, so I can keep classical music. Oh, and Radio Freedom comes down the bottom, because all they do is tell you who needs help. And that's it. That or nothing to report, General. Blah 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 blah. Eat up. Remember, kids, the best meal to eat is your family. Oh, imagine putting that in a PSA. Triggerman. I think this game would probably had a very specific influence. I think, at least with Good Neighbor and parts of Diamond City, they wanted to go for a very crime boss sort of feel. I just think they missed the mark on a lot of it, right? Because the crime boss here is pretty meh. Nick Valentine's detective noir persona is, well, kind of bleh. I don't mind Nick, but at the same time, his whole detective noir thing just doesn't come together fully. You know, the mystery of... his mysteries aren't very interesting. I think one of them's an ambient quest, where you just sort of walk around following whoever Shem Drown was. Which is sort of interesting, but at the same time, I think for a police noir... I think considering he's meant to be like a noir thriller kind of character, he's sort of... kind of bland, you know, he doesn't really seem all that interested in... he helps people, but he's not very gritty. I think if they had gone all the way in making his story more of a gritty noir, it would have been very good. Cool. What is cool? Yerda 24/7. Please elaborate. The lag factor on just how long it takes between the message and me actually saying something for it to be cool is very off-putting. I don't know. So am I cool? Is someone saying I'm cool? Oh my god, I have so many people to thank for this award of being called cool. First of all, I would like to thank my dog Sunny. We have many a great memory in rural Kentucky. You're cool. You're cool too. Just needed an entrance line. Oh, I'm suddenly feel like my cool factor's just been revoked. I lost my cool factor when you said that. Okie dokie. Film noir is what Nick Valentine should have been. It should have been very gritty. It should have seemed upbeat. It should have been like New Vegas. It should have had the real grit factor without any of the, you know, very macabre thoughts that come with some of it. Just gonna take that from you. There's not. I'm often told there is a lot of delay. Cool, constipated, overweight, overrated loser. Don't be a cool kid. Really? You are right though, the cool kids suck. Oh god. Oh, you're in Scotland. Look at that. We're a multinational group. I will represent Australia in our talks to be our new little United Nations of people watching my stream. We're all communal here. You know, I want this to be a very happy stream. After I did a Minecraft one out of sheer boredom a few days ago when everyone started saying terrible things. I'm not hurt. It's complicated tracking a moiterer, finding Sean. What are you?
What are you?
told you, I'm a detective.
I am a
Look,
douche.
I know the skin and the
You're a
metal
detective,
are-
I'm a douche.
But it's not important right now. The only thing that matters is why you went to all this
Really?
trouble to cut
Really?
me
You're
loose.
taking pride from accent. I'll have you point out that my accent is apparently not that great. No. I'm kidding. We're definitely a lot Scottish. This country's a penal colony after all. Scottish, Irish, British, whatever else came from that area. I don't know. How close are you guys to Belgium? Belgium seems nice. What? Oh, well, I'm sorry, I'm not paying attention to you anymore. Let's just say I'm tracking a murderer. I just accidentally skipped the dialogue. This is... My communal spirit is really ruining actually watching me play the game. Just happy to have someone to talk to.
She's got a mean streak. Anyway, you got troubles, and I'm glad to help. But
I
now
sound
it's time to
Arabian.
blow this joint. Then we'll talk.
You've got the wrong country starting with A. You've definitely... I've never been said... No one has ever said I sound Arabian. I never thought I sounded Australian per se, but Arabian?
Don't know what happened.
Oh, now Enclave is saying not really. You know, you guys suss out my accent. You guys suss it out while I figure out what I'm going to do with Mr. Plastic Face here. He's like when someone gets too old for their cosmetic surgery and it starts rotting. I sound Aussie?
How do you want to play this?
Oh, okay, you've clearly got the wrong nation there, do I? I think if you meet some of the people I've met, I sound rather less Australian. I try to avoid using Australian slang, I've never been the biggest fan of it. Why have we stopped? Why have we stopped, Nikki? I'm not Arab. If you must know, my family's history goes back to Eastern Europe, in the Ukraine, because everyone loves former Soviet states. Die. Please, I'm discussing how I'm apparently seemingly Arab. That's a new one. Is it? I've never compared multinational slang. Okay, quick, everyone write down your favourite slang word from your country. Mine is probably bogan. No, I'm kidding, that's not slang, that's just what we call the people who use too much of it. What do they say a lot of? People say durry. Durry means cigarette, I think. I've never personally said it before in my life, but people like to say it.
Let me see if I can get it open.
Here we see the world's most useless robot. Only good for picking locks on a door. Doesn't everyone share rude slang these days? I feel like we're so multicultural, we all share the same rude slang. I don't, maybe list some, just try to censor it as best you can. Hey, what? Fine. I'm just trying to use the laser gun so it's easy on me, but fine. You want the axe? You get the axe of death. The axe of punishment is upon me. Offensive even. God. Why are we still here? Personally, for Fallout, back on to me talking about Fallout, I know that's basically the title of the stream at this point. I'm basically, all the side quests are better than the main story. There's one ending in oof, like the Roblox sound. Oh, I think that one's British, actually. I think that one's British. I think the British came up with that one. Which I'm not going to say, because it's mean and offensive, and that's not at all what I'm trying to cultivate here. And that guy just lost his head. And now some other bits of him. Yeah, well, I'm not saying it. No one will make me say it. Simply because I feel like YouTube will come down with the hammer of Zeus on me for saying it. How about the rotting man?
Did good.
The new name for ghoul shall be rotting man. I know, but I feel like if someone doesn't know what it was, they'll be confused. So, you know. I'm not saying you're asking me to, I'm saying someone might. No, only Twitch said it. Fallout 4 endings aren't as good as the other games. True. True that. Because the game doesn't actually end, per se, they can't really have endings, which means it's a lot worse. Because you don't see what happens next. You just sort of live as if the game didn't end at all. I mean, even Fallout 3, when they had a broken steel, still had the ending slides and it just took you back like most games would. But the ending one in this isn't so much ending slides as it is just one ending monologue about the human pathos, and, well, it's kind of dull. We'll see it in a few months if I ever finish the playthrough. Though if anyone actually watches my channel, they'll know I am prone to never finishing what I start. Skinny Malone! We're gonna stick up Skinny Malone, see? That's definitely a very stereotyped name from the 40s, see?
Another locked door.
Another locked door, see? We're gonna stick 'em up. God. Oh, look at that, we're 9 minutes over schedule already for this stream. Look, see what you people have done, Yerda 24/7 and The Enclave. You guys are making me do very naughty things. Maybe don't take that out of context. Don't take that line out of context. Actually, better yet, put it on a picture. Make a meme of it. Poster that on your wall. You're making me do naughty things. Say naughty things. No, I forgot what I said. I don't have time for this dialogue. So... Die, Skinny! I know we're meant to help this girl, but anyone who's played the game knows the story and it's not really worth getting into. Besides, my job is to be as sadistic as possible and, well, a non-sadist listens to people. Ooh, a tuxedo. I just stole this man's outfits and I'm now eating him. Take the Fallout stripper at Vegas and put it over it. I'm slightly confused by the reference. The Fallout stripper at Vegas and put it over it. I feel like you're saying this, one of the strippers in New Vegas, and you're talking about my new meme statement. That, if anyone can remember exactly what I said, I'll change that to my channel description. If you can write down the exact thing that I said, I will make it my new channel description. No joke, I will do that. Please write that down. I almost want to put that as my channel description now. You're making me say naughty things. Oh god. This has been an eventful stream, hasn't it? And in 6 months I'll look back on it and realise this really went nowhere. No, I'm kidding. I'm sure if you actually enjoy the content you'll stick around. But if you don't, I don't blame you. At least this week I'll be streaming at roughly the same time each day for the rest of the week. On weekdays anyway, so Wednesday, Tuesday, Friday. Wait, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I know weeks. I know weeks very well. I think the sad thing is I was once told I was smarter than everybody else in the room. And now I can't even remember the days of the week. Oh, the load times. You're killing me with these load times.
Look at that Commonwealth sky.
I know, it's so much more greenery than when you went in the vault. You've been in there for 300 years, Nick. Your great-great-aunt's descendant have sent me here.
Not many people knew where I went.
Oh god. You actually figured it out, damn it. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Let me go do that right now before I forget. I have ways. I'm mysterious. I don't know what he said.
Well, I'm glad those ways included shooting.
Where is it? My channel.
Looking forward to haunting that place. Now, you mentioned
about
tracking down a murderer.
How do I edit it again?
I want you to come to my office
is it here?
City. Give me all the details.
No.
I think you've earned a chance to sit down and clear your head.
How do I change my description? Oh wait, hold on, maybe I... Help me, I'm confused. Does anyone know? Meet you
I'll
there,
meet you
buddy.
You in Diamond City.
There's gotta be a button here. I did it once, twice, thrice. Hold on, I'll Google it. How to change YouTube channel... That's Chanel. Channel description. God damn it. Why did you do that, Mr. Enclave? Look at what you've done. You forced me to change that to my description. Click the button that says my channel. Where's the customize channel button? I've accidentally opened anything. Customize channel. Where is that? My channel. There's gotta be a button somewhere. Shit, I did this before. How can I not remember it? Is that like a step by... Oh, WikiHow. WikiHow's good. WikiHow has pictures. Hello, Mr. Mannequin Man. You're not fucking creepy at all. No, I like you.
We have a situation.
You're completely in support of me doing this. You know, a sane person would say, this is insane, don't do this. But this is the internet. But yes, you're right, it is my decision, but I also declared it on the internet, so if I don't do it, people will look back at me and say I'm a liar. So I must. For the good of humanity, I must. Are you fucking kidding? What? It has pictures for every other step, but click the customize channel button. Where is the button? Wait, hold on, what's this little pencil here? Hold on. No, wait, that's adding playlist. Done. What have I done? I don't know. I'm being shot at, aren't I? Yes. Have at the. I just remembered I can do this. But he's... There we go. Maybe if I go to About. Is there a pencil here somewhere? No. Mr. Enclave, do you know how to do this? Just out of... I completely know. I don't at all have no clue what I'm doing. I'm gonna have to go inside to get up there, aren't I? Welcome to the Oyster Bar, where there are no oysters left because they probably all rotted away about 100 years ago. Oh, hello, I have a discussion tab. This is news to me. Add a public comment. I'll write it there until I figure out how to shoot it. Yerda and The Enclave, you're making me do very naughty things, okay. I feel bad for Yerda because I'm gonna write it exactly how you wrote it, and that's not how their name's spelled, but whatever. And The Enclave, I should capitalize those. You are making me do very naughty things. Oh god. I might just post that quote, actually. I might put it on a wall somewhere. What was it? Was it say or do? Making me do very naughty things. Making me do very naughty things. There we go. Now to spend 30 minutes on actually grammatically doing it because I'm insane. Capitalize the E in Enclave. Capitalize the T in the. Very naughty things. Oh, how do you do a cheeky face? How do you do a cheeky face? Is that a thing on this iPad? Oh, it is! Lovely. No, winky wink doesn't sound nearly flirtatious enough. That's the. Why are you giving me the same winky face? Yeah, those are the same. That's smug. I don't want smug, I want flirtatious winking. Oh, hello. Perfect. Check the discussion tab, kiddies. I'll copy and paste that once I figure out how to actually change it. My description. Go to your home, click on your channel emblem at the top right, go to your channel, go to the gear and tap on the pencil by description. Oh god, Mr. Enclave, you're so helpful. Part of me didn't want to find that out, so I'd forget by tomorrow morning. Okay, go to your home. Let's see if I can do this all with an iPad. Click on the little pencil. Edit. That's the channel icon. That's edit links, edit channel art. Maybe I've read this wrong. Go to your home, click on your channel emblem in the top right. Oh wait, is it here? Create a studio. Go to your channel. Yeah, go to your channel, go to the gear and tap on the pencil by description. Oh, okay, I get what you mean. I'm doing this out of order. Yeah, I'm still lost. God damn it, why am I so terrible at this? Why am I so terrible? Why am I so terrible at entertaining? I've completely lost track. I'm not even sure where I am in the world anymore. All I know is I'm in an oyster bar and there's no fucking oysters in this game. They couldn't make one oyster for me, come on. I would keep it as a collectible. It'd be my most prized possession, that little oyster. I would raise it, and it would become my best friend. I'm using an iPad, but maybe if I actually go to the mobile site, instead of keep acting like I'm using a desktop, settings? I might go back. Jesus, I have no clue what I'm doing. I don't know, I revamped the whole channel like 3 weeks ago. The whole thing got very stale, so I revamped it, and you probably noticed my voice crack. That doesn't happen often. The whole thing just... I revamped everything except for the emblem and my icon, yes. But, you know, load times again, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the load times. Hold on. Customize the layout of your channel. Sure, why not? Nope, that didn't work at all. Oh god, I'm so sorry. You probably think I'm just an idiot at this point, and that's because I am. I'm not going to deny it. I have no clue what I'm doing. I'm streaming this using the stuff PlayStation gave me. I don't have the equipment to stream anything. All of this is completely on what the PlayStation comes with. I don't get it. Shouldn't there just be like a pencil somewhere? Maybe I need an actual mouse to find the button. Then again, you did it on a phone, so... Let's just use VATs. Saves me time. Oh, Fallout 76. VATs are going to be different. That's going to be hard to get used to. She's still not dead. There she goes. YouTube settings. Account. View or change. Oh, I'll go to Google account. Am I just blind and I'm missing something? I feel like that's the case at this point. I swear to you, this isn't intentional. I have no clue what I'm doing. Though apparently at some point my channel had 713 views, so yay me. Woo! Viewers myself. Yes. Only I'm allowed to see what can change. Change the layout of your channel. Huh? What's this button do? Keep my like videos private. No, we don't need that. Or subscription. Sure. Now everyone can see what I subscribe to and what I like. I feel like that helps foster community spirit. but back on... Oh, I should have an email too, which I won't say out loud, but if anyone can find it, it should be by the description. Don't judge this email, I made it when I was like 10. Now, back on to the problem at hand. Edit links, edit channel art, no. God, I'm so terrible. I'm so utterly terrible at this. Yes, display all my fans' comments, that way they can all tell me how terrible I am at this. You know what? No, wait, we're getting away from the stream here. The stream's going on longer than it needs to, and we're wasting time on this. So, let's get back to Diamond City, and I think then we'll end it. The stream's probably the longest we've had in a while anyway. Ow. I need a body now. I need someone to eat. Oh, God. What's worse is that I actually have to get up early in the morning. And it's now 11:24, and it takes me like 2 hours to get to sleep. I'd say I'm going to regret this, but I'm having the time of my life, so I'm not. Have at the wild mongrels! Here's one thing I don't get right. Ghouls in the previous Fallout games looked way different than they do here. If I had editing software or any form of anything that that didn't come with the PlayStation I have, I would bring up a side-by-side comparison, because ghouls are meant to look like their skin's peeling off. And that's what they look like in New Vegas and 3. But for some reason here, they look more like they just got left out in the sun for too long. They look like if you sat in a bath for a month straight, all wrinkled up and that. You know, a few hours in the sun and it presses right out. It's kind of strange, really. I don't know why they changed it. Because they made Mirelurks much more grotesque in comparison. I'm going to be honest right here. I have a deep-seated fear/hatred of Mirelurk queens. Those things fucking disgust me. Maybe it's just my deep-seated hate of crustaceans. I'm kidding, I don't have a hate of crustaceans. But crustaceans are some pretty disgusting looking things if you look at them up close. I mean, everyone goes on the beach, they think, ooh, look, a little crab. Crabs are fucking terrifying if they're big. Crabs are just terrifying to look at. I mean, if you look at them, they are. Or lobsters. What is the Mirelurk Queen based off? I know the Mirelurk Hunters are like shellfish lobster things. Oh, Backstreet Boys apparel. Don't tempt me. I will karaoke. I want it that way, damn it. And then I will start a new band called the Backstreet Men. People will mock it, but it will still be better than the Backdoor Men. Oh, that's a bad joke. Do you get it? I make dad jokes because I'm just terribly unfunny. But, Mr. Enclave, if you have any more interesting Fallout talking points before the stream wraps up in about 10 to 20, I'd be interested to hear them. It's good to have open discussion for once. My only viewer who's really interacted with me before have either been people telling me I can't play Minecraft correctly, or a dear friend who knows nothing about Fallout. He knows the basics, but, well, he's not exactly great for in-depth conversation. No offense, buddy, I love ya, but you have to admit you're not exactly a big Fallout fan. Oof. Come on, Raider Survivalist. You're cheating. I'm not using stim packs. I just eat people. Okay, you should learn to eat people. You'll be much better for it. Good job, Rugyard. Oh yeah, maybe no one's noticed, but I'm wearing combat armor with the Institute paint scheme from the Creation Club. I would talk about the Creation Club, but a discussion about that would take 30 minutes. I got this stuff while it was free, so I figured I'd use it, because this is my Institute Loyalist playthrough. Why Institute Loyalist? Because of classical music. I do like Fallout 4 soundtrack, but I've heard way too much of it. I mean, I got the game in 2016, and I've heard all the songs so many times, and it wouldn't be so bad, but after playing Fallout New Vegas, these are nowhere near my favourite songs. And even in Fallout 3, the ones returning from Fallout 3 aren't really my favourites. I do like The Wanderer, but for some reason that's never on. For some obscure, unknown reason. What's going on here? The people can't... The fuck? The hell is going on? Who are you? A mercenary.
Yes?
A very suspicious mercenary group who seem to have engaged local law enforcement. Okay, this is definitely part of a mod. There's no way that this is meant to happen. For starters, I've never seen anyone that looks like this. Well, mods, they've clearly worked. Oh god, I didn't even kill these people. I mean, maybe Rugyard did, but I didn't. Oh, not well in him. Now I won't have to steal a Deathclaw's egg. I didn't really want to do that quest anyway, but now I don't. But now I can't do it, and now I really want to.
Think we're okay.
Oh, hello, we've got more bodies. Oh, not Arturo. I may be slightly responsible for these deaths. Mr. Gutsy? There's no Mr. Gutsy's in Diamond City. Anyway, Mr. Arturo here means I won't be buying any good weapons. Because his daughter won't step up. Okay, I'm probably semi-responsible for his death. Oh, Jingle Jangle, Jingle Jangle. I love that song. I absolutely love it. I got spurs that jingle, jangle, jingle, jingle, jangle. I tell you, Fallout New Vegas, the best of music. The best of the best of the best. People are going to see me eat this who's this? Polly. Oh, I always kill Polly anyway. She irritates me. So that's not a major loss. She's not involved in any quests, so that's good. Jingle Jangle. I really like Jingle Jangle. I think I had that as my ringtone for about a few weeks. I like to keep things fresh, so I change them a lot. So, let's see. There's Jingle Jangle. I really like Love Me As Though There Were No Tomorrow. I don't know, it's a much quieter song, and it's sometimes hard to hear if your volume's a little off, but, shit, my iPad's turned off so I can't see the chat. This is what I get for not using the streaming HUD thing that really shrinks my screen but lets me see comments. I guess normal streamers don't use it, but normal streamers also invest in equipment, and all I've got is the stuff I had long before I started streaming. These people are shopping at an abandoned shop. Dude, if you're standing here all day, get a life. Where am I going? I'm going to Nick. Oh, she died. No one will miss her. The robot lives, however. The immortal robot who can regrow its bits lives. Oh, he's alive. Good. That's the Nick mystery I like, the one with the missing face. I mean, it's not exactly the best mystery in terms of mysteries, but it's still a pretty nice quest. Road to Freedom. And I will interact with the railroad on our own time, just not in this stream. See Abbott at the wall. Yes! Now that's a chance for me to be a complete dirtbag. I know what happens in that one and I'm going to enjoy it. Oh shit. I broke his scripting. He's meant to be giving his speech right about now, but I caused the city to go into a frenzy and everyone's killing each other. Hello there, Abbott.
Working hard. Touch the paint.
Working hard or hardly working, am I right? Hey! I'll be here all night, ladies and gentlemen. Make me.
You, pal. Mind your manners. This isn't just some shack I'm painting.
It is. They couldn't get the rights to use the actual name of baseball field. Does anyone know what it's called? I remember hearing about it, but I don't remember what it was called.
What do you say?
Sure. It's already 11:30, so it's not going to happen in this stream, but we will definitely paint the walls blue. I mean green. I don't at all intend to make it a better colour than this weird turquoise teal green.
that sound?
Though I've got to give you points for having a uniform paint scheme for the wall on your hard hat.
125 caps.
More.
I think you can do better than that.
I think he's giving his speech in the background still.
Last chance. Make this worth my while.
Yep, he's giving his speech to an empty audience. Fine, I'm only doing it because I get to enjoy your reactions to when I fuck it all up. Oh, they arrived! The people came. It's true what they say, build it and they will come. I'm just going to get up on the stage now.
I want everyone to hear these next words very carefully.
I am a synth.
Not a synth.
No, wait, is he a synth? Oh shit, yeah, he is. Spoilers, spoiler alert, he is. He is a synth. I remember that. Wait. Yes? Yes. Yes.
Allegations of the press. God bless this city. God bless the wall.
He's so full of shit.
He's so full of shit. Who said that? I want to give you a medal. Oh god, no, I'm not going to talk about Eddie. Okay, if I started talking about Eddie, I know he's a robot and therefore doesn't have the ability to speak, but Eddie is my favourite New Vegas companion because of how loyally dependable he was to me. Oh, sweet Eddie. His little bleeps and chirps, his little battle music. He had a great story. Oh, I miss Eddie. God damn it, look what you've done. Look what you've done, random iBot. You've made me nostalgic and miss Eddie. I miss him so much. I know there's a lot of great companions, but I don't know why. I just loved Eddie. He was adorable. Oh, pay me.
About my reward.
I would have liked it more if he said pay me. Because I think something I've just thought about in the karma system here, or the lack of it, and the karma system is flawed, but we're not going to talk about that, is that because your character by default is actually somewhat heroic, he never says anything truly bad. I mean, I wanted to say directly, pay me, but he instead said about my reward. Oh, hold on, you have a comment. Ed E was the best partner, yes. Yes, he was. Sweet boy Eddie. He goes very well with Ganon, because Ganon's constantly trying to undermine Eddie. Describe kidnappers.
Man and a woman. They didn't say much.
I think if in the first stream for this idea, about a few days ago now, I was very happy to see my wife and kid gone, because my character wants to enjoy the fact he lives in a post-apocalyptic wasteland where he can do anything. But this game won't let me be that person. Let's see, describe the moiter.
My wife was murdered.
Eddie, I love Eddie. Oh, here's something I've thought about that could have happened in another world, right? Ulysses, the big antagonist of sorts from Lonesome Road, was originally meant to be a companion in the base game. He was cut from time constraints and whatnot, but I really wanted to see that, because it occurs to me that there's not a single companion in the game who's actually from the Legion. You have Legion sympathetics, and you have people who will side with you if you join the Legion, but none of them were ever from the Legion. And I think if Ulysses could have kept his original role, then he would have offered a different perspective than the other companions. The only one who really knew the Legion, so to speak. Would have been interesting, because he knew Kaiser personally. I pronounce it Kaiser out of respect for him, unless I'm playing as an NCR character, which I call him Caesar. But I took to calling him Kaiser after my Legion playthrough. You know, he was the only one who was really close to Caesar that we knew of, because it was either him or Joshua Graham. I liked Graham, he was good. I think my least favourite Fallout New Vegas DLC, which I'm not saying it's bad, I actually really like it, was Dead Money, simply because it just kicks my ass every time. You know, it's not so much the gameplay itself. The story is actually really good. It's a nice story. It's a heist film. It's more of a heist film of sorts than a horror movie. And you know, I just really, it's just always kicked my ass. In fact, out of my 3 playthroughs, I've only completed it once. And I only completed the Divide once because I intended to play it in my last campaign, but because I play on PS3, the game just died. It isn't dead, but the save file, its frame rate was stuck. It barely moved. It was like 2 frames a second.
I'm a synth myself. Discarded prototype.
As in Mothership Zeta? Yes, Mothership Zeta. That one was good, but I think it does kick your ass a bit, or a lot. Okay, yeah, right, it kicks you. It's sort of the Dead Money of Fallout 3. But whereas Dead Money sort of takes a horror movie aesthetic for the first half and a casino heist film for the latter half, this one's sort of universally a cheap alien movie. Which I do like. It does have some good humour. One of my favourite scenes in the whole DLC, and maybe even Fallout 3, was the Star Wars scene, which is completely optional, where you're in the trash chute and they actually reenact Star Wars. I thought that was really good. But yeah, that was, I think it is really one that kicks your ass. To me, the one that was actually harder was, the Pit. The Pit really got to me big time, that one. Because you lose all your stuff and you become a slave, and that pissed me off, because, you know, whenever I play the game, I become very proud of myself. And, you know, you did get yourself going a lot easier in that one, I think. But it was still very difficult. I think my least favourite DLC in Fallout 3, though, was probably Point Lookout. I know, it just always fell a little flat for me.
I'll never forget that.
Nothing wrong with it, it's just sort of the Louisiana... It just sort of... wasn't Louisiana? I know, the bayou swamp feel with the Hicks and all that, that just wasn't the most interesting to me. It was sort of the one that I thought, the DLC I thought was most divorced from the various aspects of Fallout. It didn't have the Americana going, you know, 50s post-war Americana. It didn't have the satirical look at a world ruled by corporations where everyone was an idiot.
Who is he?
Kellogg, the cereal. It didn't have the sort of deep, complex morale choices that I thought. It had some morale, but it was very much light on heavy choices, that one. It just didn't really feel as Fallout as the rest. Because it didn't have, like, the post-apocalyptic feel. Because the whole place just looks like it would if you actually went to a Louisiana bayou. No disrespect, of course. It's still very over the top, but it's still... the Point Lookout one, I sort of hope for more. I haven't actually completed per se. I did watch all of Oxhorn's videos. I just never really wanted to. I started halfway through. I don't know what just happened with the game. I was about to, you know, get up to the hallucination sequence, and I stopped. And then I just never wanted to get around to finishing it for some reason. So in the end, I just loaded a save beforehand and kept on playing through the base game. I really, really love the beginning of, you know, Megaton, though. Megaton, I think, was probably the best way to set the scene for Fallout 3, all things considered. You know, the fact that you have the option to destroy Megaton almost immediately as you get out of the vault sort of sets the tone that you aren't exactly a hero. You don't have to be a hero here. It was really good for setting the scene, and we're being dragged through this, god damn it. We're now 42 minutes longer than we thought we'd be. Curse you, Enclave, for making me get deep into my Fallout fangasms. Whatever, we'll do this brief investigation that amounts to he smoked a cigar and move on. But, you know, if you have any more to chime in, just say it and I can read it out, you know. That's the feel I go for on this channel. I like to interact with the people. if you're probably new to the channel based on the fact I haven't seen you around before, but you know, I like to communicate with everyone because, you know, I don't exactly see a lot of people in reality. Let's not talk about my life. You know, so I like to have a communal feel here. Like communism. Okay. Come on, man. I can unlock that. And you've got lockpicks for fingers.
Something to hide, Kellogg?
Yes, he's a mercenary. Of course he's got something to hide. Okay, I made settlements where I made a shack full of dead bodies once. Trust me. If you do work for money, you probably... Listen to me, I have a battle axe. And a good enough knowledge of how to disassemble you and sell you for parts. So shut up. Yes. See? Easy. Of course, that's what happens when you cheat.
Take a look around.
Oh, I really wish I got some water before I started this. My throat hurts like hell from all the talking. Alright, yes. Fun fact, the first time I did this, it took me forever to find this button.
Wow.
At the time, I wasn't expecting it to be there at all, so, you know. Ah, shit. I've got to get dog meat.
All of a Merc's favorite.
I don't hate dog meat, but I'm not exactly a dog person, so I don't like the fact I have to get dog meat just to advance the main plot.
Cigars. San Francisco Sunlights.
Interesting brand.
These people are conversing and I'm not listening. Iguana soup. Oh, right. Only 13. Well, you see, the thing is that I've barely done anything.
What?
I haven't really gone looting or shooting. And, you know, I think it's been good because I haven't actually broken a single lockpick. But if you want to keep boasting, be my guest. While you're at it, why don't you tell me you had a one-of-a-kind MIRV fat man with the... Actually, that's funny. Never ever, if you play on a console, get the double shot big boy or whatever fat man and then put MIRV. It is... Actually, just don't do that in general. It's suicide. I fired it like half a building away. Like over a building. And the explosion was still enough to kill me. That was a very dumb move on my part. Oh, but I still enjoyed it. But yes, you keep boasting about how you were doing better. You probably also didn't just speed your way here. I'm gonna sort of take more time to explore the game once I get to the Institute. I just really want to get to the Institute because I like the Institute. They're my favourite faction. Maybe it's because everything's so clean and sharp inside. Not so much for their fault. Huh? Wait, how do you know the dog? Mr. Enclave, if you know how they know each other than it's just suddenly they somehow know each other, that's great. This isn't funny.
Nick. How's a dog supposed to help us?
Your faith in me is really starting to become inspiring. Look, there's no hiding anything from that nose. Show him the cigar. He'll track Kellogg down. Before you head out, I know this is personal business.
Excuse me, I'm not on my own. I have Rugyard. The best robot ever.
Besides, you already have plenty of company. You can't all go sniffing through the Commonwealth.
But we can.
One man.
INS, Institute Spy. Was he? I don't remember. I can't tell if you're joking. I'm not good with sarcasm. Goodbye, Nick. I have no... The music in the background is very happy. We're running through the field of daisies. Or at least that's how my character perceives it. In reality, it's a field of dead bodies that I've left in my wake. Oh god. Ow. Oh, I just figured out how I can change my thing. I can change it in the video. If you'll excuse me, I've got to get ready to change the name of change the description of my channel. Let me just go find the exact quote again. Yerda and The Enclave. You're making me do very naughty things. I think the way you do a cheeky face is like an equal sign and then a P. I think that's how people do it these days. I'm not really up to date on my emoticons. There we go. It took me about an hour to figure that out, but I did it. Now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I think it's time we ended this. We're 48 minutes over schedule. These streams are only meant to be an hour per day, and it's turned into about almost 3 hours. Or at least 2. Wait, hold on, I can see this if I press play on the broadcast. God damn it, why? I don't want to hear. Wait, what? My live broadcast is somehow back at the Oyster Bar. Did I go over what? Excuse me, you've confused me, The Enclave. Oh wow, did I go over what? Please elaborate. Oh yeah. Yeah, I really did. I did go over my limit, didn't I? Oh Jesus, and someone's just shown up right at the end. They get to watch me try to do a sign-off that I still haven't written. Way over. Meant to finish at 11 PM, it's now 11:49. Oh dear God. I know I started like 10 minutes early, but still. 10 to 11 turned into 9:50 to 11:50. Oh, fuck me. And I've got to walk for like 5 kilometers in the morning. Turns out my description's right. You are making me do very naughty things. Anyway, boys and ghouls, I would like to thank you for watching, what is this, number 3? I think this is the 3rd stream of Fallout 4, the Dickwad playthrough. I hope you've enjoyed my musings on the state of Fallout. I don't know why my perception of the live stream is set back to about 40 minutes ago, but thank you for watching, and I will see you in about 23 hours for the next one. Cheers. Oh, and also if you need to get in touch, I have a discussion tab and my email is listed if you have any queries or just want to chat. We're communal like that here. At BatGame312, as is my name, also on PlayStation. Just shamelessly self-promoting. But thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.